Looking back to the launch of the 6000 RC in 2018, I would really say this was a big success because we received a lot of positive feedbacks and we could really get a lot of players connected to this instrument. This opened a completely new dimension in our product line, I would say. Working with professional musicians, there is always considerations about what kind of improvements can be done, or even if you achieve something good, again there is considerations. Is it possible to go even more in this direction or to achieve more? And we came to the point that for many people the sound was something they would like to improve or get more flexibility or more freedom or more room to shape it in a way they would like to have it. This guided us to think about developing something new, something additional to this successful instrument. And that's why we decided to go for the 8000 RC. For me, it's always important to see the overall instrument, because it's never just one single specification that makes the instrument. It's always a balance of different specifications. And in case of a trumpet, when you start to change something at one end, it also has to be changed at the other end to find a good balance and a good interaction. For me, it's very important to have musicians who have a clear structure and who can really good describe what they feel or hear when they play. One example for this is Frank Bodal, because we're working together since almost 20 years now, and I can say that with all the projects we've been working on, the feedback Frank gave us always guided us where the hang is. We found out that adding some weight to the area of first and third slide is adding depth to the sound, and we could also get more mid and low frequencies, more intensive mid and low frequencies. But only adding weight was not enough, so we also thought about a good balance between using this additional weight in terms of ergonomic aspects, and therefore we ended up with a new designed thumb hook on the first slide, and we have a completely new designed third valve slide with an adjustable fingering. What we also tried is using a water key, but in the overall balance this never was working, and therefore we decided to have a pull-out front slide part that is helpful to release quickly collected spit water from the inside. During the development of this trumpet we tried many different types of bell flare, and some of them brought us to the point that we achieved a better sound, but testing in the daily work we came to the point that it took a lot of energy to control it, and therefore after testing plenty of bells we decided we should stay with the same taper bell, two-piece bell style that we already used, but we changed the weight balance and decided for the bell stem going with a thinner material. We kept the heavier front part of the bell, and we added the French beat, which is giving a little bit more feedback and control to the player. We could achieve the more depth, the more sound, the more responsive and projective way, but also got the possibility to shape the sound more and give more freedom to open up the sound how the player would like to open it. This new bell type was a really challenging point for our design team in Japan, and it took some time to really make it happen, but at the end we can really say the hard work was worth doing it. Another new specification that we have for the first time in our trumpet lineup, which also makes this model very unique, is the detachable tuning slide brace. And the story behind is that in the beginning of the development we tried different options: tuning slide with brace, tuning slide without brace, and it was like 50-50 of the players who said I like it with a brace, others said I don't like the brace. And then we decided together with the design team in Japan if there would be an option going with 2 tuning slides or even going with a detachable brace. And our design team made a lot of variations from material perspective, from weight perspective, so we tried several versions of this and ended up with this new detachable brace as a specification that is kind of a second trumpet included in the trumpet, because you have the choice on your own and you have the choice for each situation. We will keep the 6000 series in our lineup because it still fits to many players and it's kind of a working horse for many players. And in addition we will have the 8000 series with so many new elements, with so many new specifications that might offer new perspectives for some players. From my perspective, I would say check it out, compare, and find out what will be your next working horse.